Hello and welcome to another video, and today I'm talking about a YouTuber called YongYea who has almost 1 million subscribers, and while I've not been making vlogs on a regular basis for too long, I still enjoy fitting them in around work when I can. Now, I watch a lot of his videos, and while a lot of them have a lot of good points in them, I think he does tend to sort of vent his spleen in the title, so it's just like a really long title when you could, much shorter one would do. So as you see the title, it pretty much tells you everything that's going to be in the video. Now, the video in question is about the basketball game NBA 2K19 from 2K And while some companies are well known for filling their games with microtransactions to get extra money from you, along with loot boxes, which EA recently rebranded as surprise mechanics, this particular game features unskippable adverts. Now, it's not the case as if the game is showing you adverts while it loads up, but that it actually shows the game as loaded in full, and then it's still forcing these adverts on you even though you've paid the full price for it. Now, I agree with him that this practice is scummy, but at the same time, he has absolutely crammed a load of adverts into his video. Now, the adverts come up not once, which is normal on a YouTube video, I do that myself, but not even twice, not even 3 times, but 4 times. If you actually watch it all to the end, as I did, then you sort of have them right at the start, then you have sort of 2 portions in the middle, like sort of advert breaks, and then right at the very end of the video as well. And sometimes these ad breaks, one thing YouTube started doing is actually putting 2 adverts in there instead of 1. Even though they're only a few seconds long, sometimes, generally, you can skip them, sometimes you can't. It depends on how long the video is. But, I mean, why YouTube are now trying to cram in 2? But that's another topic in itself, because they were doing 30-second videos that you couldn't skip, and then they made it, well, pretty much people forced them to change it, so they had a 5-second skip button. I mean, 30 seconds it's quite long when you just want to watch the video. And I don't mind individual YouTubers doing this normally, but it really grinds my gears when it comes to big companies cramming in loads of adverts. There are some I watch, and I'm just like, if I can skip the advert, I will. But if you're a company, you've got millions, poured into the company by other people, usually by backers. Don't, as they say in America, don't nickel and dime for every last bloody nickel and dime you can get. Now, in this case with YongYea's video, they were skippable adverts, so they were no longer than 6 seconds each. I don't know if that's by design or whatever, but I just think he is a hypocrite for including them at all. Now, I can understand anyone if they want to put adverts on their videos to try and make some money, and you don't make an awful lot of money through YouTube, but I think, especially since a lot of his videos get several 100,000 hits, and this particular one has got almost 300,000 by the time I'm making this video, and that'll go up. I doubt this video will get 300,000 hits, but I think on this particular occasion he shouldn't have put adverts in it, because he's complaining about adverts and he's putting adverts in the video, not just sort of at the start, which is like a kind of default thing when you do a setting on the video, but he's cramming them in, and I'm not sure whether the one at the end is by default either, but definitely the ones in the middle, they are placed by him. They are placed by the YouTuber when they upload their video. So I think that YongYea on this occasion is hypocritical to include them in this particular video, especially at 9 minutes 33 when he says,
"Yeah, we've got to call this stuff out, folks. The last thing we need is for game companies to feel safe and comfortable about employing yet another monetization scheme that compromises their products."
After all, even with conventional TV shows, when someone like ITV has a drama which lasts about an hour, you'll find there's about 45 minutes of program and about 15 minutes of adverts. But you'll find one advert break coming in, obviously before the program starts, but you'll get one around about 15 minutes, after about 15 minutes of content, then sort of another one around about sort of an extra 10 minutes a piece. I know it seems like the adverts go on for an awful lot longer, but it's generally, with ITV, it's generally about sort of 15, then 10, 10, 10 as you get to the end of the program. But this particular video is only just over 13 minutes long, and it's just crammed with adverts all the way through. But these are just one man's thoughts and opinions, and I'd like to know your take on the situation in the comments below. With that, I would like to end this news update and discussion video. Thank you for tuning in to be updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and a lot of film stuff and waffle and so on. Stay tuned here on DVDfeverGames. I'll see you next time. Dom out. Cue Genesis. Ad break.